I'm back to show you some more foam roll exercises, okay? Today we're going to go through some good postural stretching exercises. The thing I will say is this also is a good way to help let your spine relax into some neutral positioning. You know, all day we're on computers and fighting gravity and getting in these bad postures. Laying on the foam roll and doing these stretches is a good way to come back to a good neutral spine position and also improve your posture. Especially for some of my guys who are power lifters, those pecs can get really tight. This is a great way to stretch those as well. What you're going to do, you're going to sit all the way on the edge of your foam roller and you're going to lay back onto the roller. So your head is on and also your butt is on. And then we're going to go through a series of exercises. The first one is really just laying on the roller, getting comfortable, letting your spine relax a little bit. And trust me, it won't be comfortable probably the first 5 or 6 times that you do it. The first one you're going to start with, your thumbs are going to be up, and you're going to alternate going back one at a time. Kind of like a backstroke for my swimmers out there. And just nice and steady. Most of you will probably not hit the ground, maybe on both sides, maybe on just one side. So don't strain to try and touch the ground, just let yourself naturally stretch. And doing each one of these for about a minute is the best way to go. You should feel a nice stretch through the shoulders, maybe through the back, and just a nice opening of your chest. The next one is just holding that alternating arm positioning and getting a nice stretch. Excuse me. And just trying to breathe and expand that side of your rib cage of the arm that's above your head. Expanding that side of the rib cage and just stretching. Our next stretch is the T stretch. Your arms come nice and wide, both arms. I know you can't see my left one. Palms facing up. Your shoulders should be at about 90 degrees. And you're just going to let them rest on the ground. Let your shoulders relax and open through the chest. This is a great stretch for the pec major and the pec minor. You should really feel yourself kind of opening up, getting out of that bad slumped posture. Again, holding for about a minute. Our next one I call the W. You're going to bend your elbows at a right angle and let those forearms get towards the ground. Like the first stretch, you probably aren't going to get the ground. You may never get the ground. Most of my patients are up here doing this stretch. The more you do it, the more improvement you should see, getting closer and closer to the ground. And just holding that stretch. This one's usually one of the hardest. Our next one is the Y stretch. So you've got T, W, and Y. The Y is like you're doing the YMCA. Again, just letting those hands touch the ground there. Getting a good chest stretch, opening through the rib cage. You will probably also feel your low back relaxing and getting flatter and closer to the foam roll the more often you do these. I think this is a great way to start using the foam roll for other things besides just rolling your legs. And it's also a great way to relax after work. It only takes you about 5 minutes, and it is a great way to help prevent those poor posture-induced injuries. You know, I see a lot of patients with thoracic outlet syndrome or neck strains, and it all comes from posture as we sit at desks more and more. So this is a great thing to do before work, after work, maybe both. It's a great stress reliever, and I hope you guys like it, so give it a shot.